There is a technique in management called MBO. Does anybody know what is that?
Management application?
That's right. So that brings the goal into focus. You keep your objective in front of you, and then with that objective in mind you start proceeding. The same technique can be applied to your life as well. You do the MBO technique for yourself. What is your objective or goal in life? Some people are out of focus, they have no goal. I asked one person, you're working from morning till night. Why do you work so hard? He said, Swamiji, if I don't work hard, how will I eat? I asked him, why do you eat? He said, if I don't eat, how will I work hard? So this is circular logic. You're working to eat and eating to work, and nothing else left in life. So, better than that is to decide what is it you want in life and then to strive for it. Now we all endeavor for that which we consider valuable. Our intellect determines this is an invaluable thing. You must accumulate this. Some people spend all their life accumulating money. They consider it to be very valuable. Bill Gates had so much, but he decided that this is no good. He leaves it all and goes to accumulate something else. Somebody considers social prestige to be the treasure of life. They are using all their energies to become senators and congressmen. Swamiji gives one pravachan a day, they give 5 pravachans a day to get their vote. There are others who consider knowledge to be a real wealth. Sri Krishna confirms this in the Gita. He says, Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitra miha vidyate. He says, Arjun, there is nothing as pure in this world as true knowledge. True knowledge, principles, eternal principles of the truth. There is no politics, anything attached to it. It's illuminating, enlightening, elevating. So this is something very pure. Some people endeavor, strive to accumulate knowledge all their lives. However, the Srimad Bhagavatam says, even beyond that knowledge is another treasure. What is that? Divine love. Bhagavad Prem. This is the highest treasure that you can possess. Kabirji has said in his simple language, Kabira sab jag nirdhana, dhanvanta nahi koya, dhanvanta soi janiye, jahi prema dhan hoy. He says everybody is impoverished except that fortunate soul who has the treasure of love for God. So that is even beyond knowledge. Swami Vivekananda went to the extent of saying, he writes a poem from the side of God. Thy knowledge, man, I value not. It is thy love I fear. It is love alone that shakes my throne and brings God to human tear. For love, behold, the Lord of all, the formless, ever free, is forced to take the human form and play and love with thee. So, that love is such that if somebody receives it, if somebody possesses it, God himself becomes a servant of such a devotee. He says, Aham bhakta paradhino hyasvatantra ivadvija. Sri Krishna says, I am otherwise supremely independent. But that devotee who possesses bhakti, divine devotion, I become enslaved by him. I become his servant. That is why you find that in the Mahabharata, Arjun is sitting on the chariot and Sri Krishna is drawing the horses. Arjun is a soul, Sri Krishna is God. Why is Sri Krishna serving Arjun? Arjun has got divine love, so Sri Krishna is obliged to serve him. Sri Krishna, draw the chariot faster. Alright, whatever your instruction. Turn it to the left. Okay. Stop, enough for the day. Now Sri Krishna is leading the horses and Arjun is relaxing. Imagine the master of unlimited universes. He is the CEO of unlimited universes. And the service he is doing is to clean horses for Arjun because Arjun has got divine love. In other words, if somebody receives this treasure, God then becomes a servant. Hence, the saints say nothing remains unattainable if you have that treasure. A Sufi saint said, Daulat mili hai ishq ki. He is calling divine love as ishq. Daulat mili hai ishq ki. अब और क्या मिले? वो चीज मिल गई है जिससे खुदा मिले. So when those fortunate souls who got it, they had the ability to reject everything else in preference to this. There is the story of Surdas. I had told it in the retreat last year in Poconos. Surdas is a famous Indian saint. You have all heard his name. 500 years ago he used to live in Vrindavan. He would go to people's houses and do satsang. One day he had satsang in somebody's house. When the satsang got over, all the members of the audience, they went to their homes. The host, they also went inside to their room. They forgot that Mahatma Ji is blind. He needs to be escorted back to his hut. Now Surdas, being a Mahatma, was not to complain. He took his stick and started walking. As he was going, a well came in front. If he had taken 2 more steps, he would have fallen in the well. Now Sri Krishna sees everything. He saw that my devotee is in danger. And if in Vrindavan he falls into the well, my name will get tarnished. Then what happened to your devotee? Sri Krishna said, I must do something. There was nobody around. If somebody had been around, Sri Krishna would have sat in him and inspired him. Save this fellow. Since there was nobody around, As a last resort, Sri Krishna manifested. He got the stick and said, Babaji, what are you doing? You want to die? There's a well in front. Surdas said, thank you, my son, you saved my life. Sri Krishna said, Mahatma ji, let me help you to your hut. All right, beta, let's go. So Surdas said, beta, where do you live? He said, I live around here nearby, in a village called Nandgaon. What do you do? I am a Gopal. I take care of cows. What's your name? Now he thought, if I say I am Krishna, Surdas will say, oh, my Ishtadev has come, he will grab me. He said, you call me by any name. What do you mean? My parents forgot to give me a name, so you call me a name. So Surdas understood that this is his worshipable God. Nobody else can have such a sweet voice. He thought, all right, I have been saying for so many days, Darshan Dedo Giridhari, now he has made his appearance, let me catch him. So he started moving his hand down the stick. Beta, how long is it to go? What is the weather like today? Is there a breeze blowing? Sri Krishna saw his hand coming down. He said, Mahatma ji is very smart. I have given him a finger, he wants the whole hand. So he left the stick and ran from there. It's not so easy to catch God. Big yogis spend their whole life in meditation and they neither see my hands and feet, and you just want to catch me like this? But Surdas was not to be undone. He composed and said a verse which became famous later on. He said, Haath churaye jaat ho, nibal jani ke mohi, Hirday te jab jahuge, mard badongo tohi. You are running, leaving my hand and going? What is the bravery in that? I am an old man. The day you can run away from my heart, that day I will accept you to be a man. In other words, he challenged God, you cannot run from my heart. Why? Just like if you have the string of the kite is under your control. You have love for God, he is obliged to stay there. Sri Krishna was very impressed. God is truly impressed only by such divine love. So Sri Krishna went and told Radharani about it. That, I have met this Babaji, and he said, you cannot run from my heart no matter what you do. Radhaji said, let me also go and have his darshan. Sri Krishna said, be careful, any time he can grab with his hand. She said, all right. So she started walking to the hut. Surdas was sitting in his jhopri doing Radhe Govind, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Govind, Radhe Shyam. When suddenly he heard the sound of the ankle bells of Radharani. Now the ornaments that God wears are not made of mud, not made of the Panchatattva. A saint takes on that form to serve God. So when those ankle bells are ringing, a Rasik saint is creating a sound in the service of Radharani. Now imagine what kind of sound that will be. When Surdas heard it, he felt such tremendous delight in his heart. He said, today I am sure the Queen of Vrindavan herself is coming here. He said, all right.